Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Life of the Party. I hope you're having a fantastic day. As you can tell, this is going to be a pre-recorded session because, unfortunately, we've just been trying to work around some schedules and stuff, and this is how it is for this week. So we're just rolling with it at this point. Now, I don't really have anything else to say besides Duck. Go ahead.
Hello there, guys. Welcome back. It is, like Aaron just said, Life of the Party. Last we left off, a lot of things happened. Salem attended a meeting at the court, and then, seeing some suspicious activity there, grabbed Nixio, and they went researching, in his private office, looking for any documents about the Queen's illness and death. Finding that there were no documents to be found. Morgan and Penelope went out on the town doing a little shopping and also a little hunting and a little fishing in a little clearing, but also spotted the knights and guards of the high mountains, which it was extremely irregular for them to be all the way down here in the capital of Avaton. And then Gavin, I believe, went back to Rollins' office, delivering the payout, and also getting his payout for the job. And whilst walking home, heard whispers in his high elven ears of someone calling his name. While that was all happening, Poog and the Hive got up to truly no good, running around the castle halls, the outer castle halls, almost getting spotted by a guard. In truly, I feel like just in search of ruckus to be had. Everyone reconvened back home, and we're going to pick up that next day. You guys all went to bed, had dinner, etc. Ate that fish that Penelope and Morgan caught. Honk shoe. You guys wake up. Is there anything in particular anyone wants to get up to this morning? I know some people want to do a little bit more research, get into some more trouble. Who thinks they're up first this morning? You guys don't hear bangings of pots and pans this morning, actually. Of breakfast being woken up, like.
So it's a good morning.
So who thinks they're waking up first?
Probably the bird.
Oh, the bird?
I'm sorry.
No, bird. Bird, go ahead.
Bird wakes up. Bird, early riser, early bird gets the worm.
Absolutely.
Get that worm.
You wake up from your spot on the couch beside, truly squished in between Gavin and the Hive's armor as the Hive has gone dormant. You curl up out of your pillow blanket cavern that you've crafted on the couch. What are you getting up to?
I think Fuga's gonna start pecking Gavin.
Give me
Immediately.
No hesitation.
Gavin, give me a... Gavin, are you a light sleeper?
I would say I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, actually.
Give me a perception check with advantage. So roll a d20 and add your perception.
Okay. 23.
23. You immediately feel, with the first peck, you are shaken awake.
Okay.
Gavin!
Hi, good morning. Good morning, Foog. Did you really have to do that?
No.
All right, whatever. All right, whatever. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
That hurts.
So?
I'm just saying, like,
Morning time.
The one more I'm not waking up by banging pots and pans, you're pecking me awake.
Rather
Okay.
pots and pans?
No.
Go to the kitchen. Go to the kitchen.
No.
Okay.
No. Good morning.
Good morning.
I think with this conversation, I think the hive also hears this and wakes up as you two are not particularly quiet.
No.
The hive wakes up, looks over, and sees whatever the hell is happening there.
Absolutely.
They're still awake, but they just slowly recline back into the armor. And, like, just kind of, like, chill there and wait for whatever that is to blow over.
I truly think that Foog just continues to pester Gavin until one of you has to move. Does anybody else think they're waking up around?
Yeah, I think I wake up to the sound of those two sort of like bickering, and I'm like,
Oh, absolutely.
I'm sort of like very groggily, just like I sort of turn over and I like mumble out, "Can you guys do this somewhere else? I just want one morning where I'm not interrupted."
I had too much room. I needed some.
Hey, Food, do you want to get the pots and pans?
Pot and pan time?
Yeah, Food gets pots. Hey, listen, everyone needs to be awake this morning, okay? Food, go get the pots and pans. Go get the pots and pans, you know. We all gonna be early risers here, okay?
Food darts to the kitchen.
I kind of like turn. Nixio kind of like turns over on their other side, trying to like enjoy their last few moments of peace before
Absolutely.
they inevitably know what's coming.
Once again, Nixio does sleep on the table with a bunch of blankets. You pull all your blankets around you to cocoon, roll over, preparing for the worst. Do you prepare the ruckus?
The ruckus is prepared.
Morgan, who has slept behind the couch, Salem, from your room, you hear the banging of pots and pans.
As Foog in his best Penelope voice, "Wake up, everyone! It's morning!"
Salem wakes up and hears Foog screaming and knows Penelope has not gotten mad at Foog yet, which means she's not in the kitchen. So he walks to her room and knocks on her door.
You walk to her room, knock on her door. There isn't an answer when you first knock.
I open the door.
Give me a perception check.
Got you. Okay. In 20.
20?
Yeah.
You see Penelope curled up on her observation table, which is her bed, curled up in all of her blankets, in her nightgown, and you see her, like, she looks ill. Like, she's
Oh,
really
no.
flushed in the face. And you see there's a bit of sweat on her forehead.
Oh. He like goes over to her and sits on the side of her little table and like, kind of just like wipes away some of the sweat with his paw, and he like just touches her head and like, you know, kind of like when you check someone for a fever and he like moves her hair out of her face.
Yeah, give me
like-
a medicine check.
Oh.
What did you
Aw.
get? That sounded disappointed.
It was 8.
8? 8's high enough to tell that she has high fever.
Okay. Okay,
You don't
that's
know
no
how
bueno.
she's ill, but you know that she just is not feeling well. As you touch your paw to her forehead, she kind of like groans. You have been with, she's been living with you for years, truly. You know she doesn't have the greatest constitution. She gets sick every once in a while, and it's not too bad, but this is the first time you've seen her like an inability to get out of bed. She's always the first one up.
Mm-hmm.
So you're checking
He like
her in there. Go ahead.
he like shakes her a little bit and he's just like, Penelope, just trying to like see if she can say anything.
you see she like opens her eyes at you, and she lets out a huff, and she goes, I'm awake, sir, I'm awake.
He like just like caresses her hair a little bit, just kind of just comforting her like a
Yeah,
dad would. And he's
soothing
just
her a
like,
little.
you can rest today, don't worry. And he's just like, for food, I'll just go feed them somewhere, because Salem's not allowed in the
Salem
kitchen. Maybe
can't
have
cook.
he's just like, maybe we'll have someone else cook today, because Gavin's made really good food before. Maybe he can do that again.
Yeah.
Just you can rest in bed. And he's like, I'll go get you medicine. Don't worry. If this gets worse, like, we'll go see the doctor. Just stay in bed all day.
Okay, yes, sir.
I'll
Don't
go get you a glass of water.
don't let Foog touch the good pot, sir.
I will. I'll go handle that. Don't worry.
She curls back up. Back in the living room. Morgan, you've just awoken. Foog is doing his best Penelope impression. How's Morgan feeling this morning?
Lord Foog, you truly sound just like her.
Practice all night.
Yes, I can tell.
It's true. He did.
We don't
Gavin
even-
told me to.
We don't need
No, you just kept me up late.
We don't need another one of Penelope doing her whole alarm routine in this house. I just want one morning where I can sleep in.
Well, I mean, come on. We all gotta be awake, right? I mean, it's almost noon.
Is it?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
as you say that, no, you guys slept in late today. Like, Penelope did not wake y'all up. Salem, you walk out of Penelope's room into this conversation.
And he like looks at Foog and he's just like, great impression. I'll put the pots and pans down. And he like looks around. He's just like, oh yeah, it is late. Were we thinking of maybe getting a late breakfast or an early lunch? Unfortunately, Penelope has fallen ill today. She will not be hanging out with us today.
Oh no, that sucks.
Salem like just gives like Gavin a little death stare, like a little bit of a stink eye, because like this is his baby.
That's his daughter, yeah.
Like, do not be speaking ill of her in front of him. He just like looks at Gavin. He goes, you know what? If you're so upset by Penelope not being around today, maybe you can cook for us. We have some ingredients from the market.
I think that would be
Ooh.
a great idea.
I would love to. I did so great last time. I might as well be the best chef in this house.
Yeah, let's see if you can.
Alrighty, go right ahead. Go right ahead. The only rule we have is don't let Foog in the kitchen.
What?
All right. Okay, I can try and deal with that.
All right.
Lord Foog, you got to stand back on this one, okay?
Roger.
There you go.
Is anybody going to try to help Gavin with breakfast? Or is this a Gavin lone venture?
I don't need help.
You don't need help? Okay.
I don't. I am overly confident
Alright.
from what happened last time.
Right? You're gonna go in there, you're gonna cook. Go ahead. Give me a flat. Just a flat roll. I'll let
D20?
you do with advantage. Yeah, a flat D20 roll. I'll let you do it with advantage because of that pretty good porridge you made.
Advantage of what?
So you're gonna roll the D20 twice, and then tell me both numbers, but we're gonna go with the highest.
Gotcha. Okay. First one was a 6, and
Not great. Hey, not a great start,
18.
Mister. I've got it. 14.
18.
18. Incredible.
It's just too easy, you know.
What with an 18? What's Gavin whipping up this morning? There's tons of Morgan and Penelope went truly like high stock shopping yesterday. What are you cooking up?
Oh man, I don't even know what the options are. Let's see.
You
let's
tell
see.
me. You roll. You got a high roll.
I can make a full on breakfast. If an 18's a good roll, then I'll make a full on breakfast. Everyone, whatever we got in the kitchen, I'll stock up on. I'll put together. I mean, whatever everyone likes, of course. I think porridge is a bit of a new meal. I feel. I think I could do a bit better this time.
All right. Yeah. You whip
we
up
can do-
like
we
a
can
full
do it.
continental.
Yeah, full continent. Yeah, everything everyone needs. Eggs, bacon, everything. You know,
Uh,
a
about
lot of toast.
20, 25 minutes go by. And you guys smell a delicious, like truly surprisingly delicious scent coming from the kitchen. As Gavin finishes making breakfast and truly brings out a spread and sets it on the table.
Breakfast is served. Peasants.
Foog is the first one seated.
Salem takes a seat. He's hungry. He's never really had anyone else's cooking other than Penelope's. So of
Mothers.
course the mothers. But it's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been a while. So this is new. This is new. This is fun. This is not what she usually does. So he's very excited.
Hope this breakfast is less annoying to you all.
Yeah. You guys sit down, start
Bye-bye.
eating. I'm sure the hive pulls out some of the leftover leaves that were collected. Has a couple of those to munch on. Not sure if the hive likes bacon. Well, does the hive like bacon? I know you've been strictly sticking to leaves, but
The hive could hypothetically eat bacon. So, I mean, yeah, sure. The hive grabs a piece of bacon and puts it inside the suit.
I think this is the first time the hornets have had bacon. That's interesting. It's fun.
Yes.
And Nixia sort of just like turns to the hive and they're like, you know, for some reason, I thought you would have been vegan.
Do you believe this due to my intake of plants?
Yeah, kind of like a herbivore, you know?
Yeah, what's the word? What's the word for eats plants and
Omni.
Omnivore.
omnivore? Yeah. All right. The hive is omnivorous. We eat plants as well as other insects and some meat.
You really are a fascinating creature.
Thank you. Like sounded confused.
Yeah, take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment.
The hive thanks you and like does the back pat thing to Nixio.
Yeah, a
Alright.
hard metal gauntlet full of hornets. Bam, bam.
Yeah, it hits way too hard.
It's way too
Yeah,
hard. No way of
and
controlling it.
You know what happens when Nixio gets hit like at like a certain like force? They sort of like change colors, like they go from like their normal
yeah.
skin color and then just
Like
their
Randall from Monsters Inc.
Yes, that's literally what happens when they get hit. So like bam, first slap, they sort of get covered in like random polka dots on like a white base. Bam, second pat, they sort of turn into like they sort of like form like this sort of wavy pattern, that's sort of like purple, and then one last bam, one last pat on the back puts them back into their regular color form.
Incredible.
Grab
Yeah. Hey.
thirds, please.
What was that? Say it again.
Thirds.
What? Yeah,
Thirds,
hey,
the
hey,
third
hey, hey, Foog. Chew and then speak, okay?
Thirds, please.
I actually don't know what you're saying.
Thirds,
He wants
like
the third
third
serving.
Oh, thirds. Oh, yeah. Of course, yeah. Go for it, man. Listen, you eat all as much as you want, okay?
There's truly so much food on this table.
we got
Will
Gavin the
do.
Great hearing over here.
Listen, I'm doing my best.
You guys enjoy breakfast. Breakfast gets cleaned up. dishes get done. Salem, did you want to go back and look through some more files, or did you have something else planned for today?
I think I want to go look at files again. I don't know if I want to go by myself or with someone today. You know what? I think I'll put the offer on the table to the crew. Just be like, "Hey, I have to go to the office to look at some files. If anyone would like to come with me, I'm leaving in 5 minutes. If you are not with me as we walk out the door, you are not going."
Not it.
Not it. I went yesterday. It's one of your guys' turn.
Frankly, the bird is still eating.
The bird has a stack of food on a perfect pyramid of food on a single plate, and the rest of the table's been cleared. All the leftovers are on the bird's plate.
Salem's walked away to go get ready, so he doesn't know who said no already.
So whoever shows up is just
We're
whoever's
still
going.
operating among the buddy system,
Yeah,
correct?
that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's why somebody has to go.
The hive.
Is the hive a good idea?
No,
You'll
it's
be
not.
walking-
It'd
You'll be walking not only through the castle, but through town.
Yeah, like I have to go out to town.
I'd prefer to not
For-
be cooped up all day, but I assume I presume if no one else wishes to go, I might as well.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, this is me speaking out of character, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be a good idea to have someone go along because, personally, I think maybe Foog would be a good idea because obviously there's been some sort of like thievery happening in there, and maybe Foog could like blend into the shadows, maybe like plant a trap or something. But then again,
Thievery?
He's eating.
He is eating.
Then again, he's eating.
I'm on.
He can-
Foog is on 6th right now. You know.
And by the end of this plate, he'll hit
He's
8.
eating in real time.
No, literally, if food goes with Salem, he's eating on the way there, which
Who
isn't a
will
big deal.
throw up?
Like, he will throw up in the funeral room.
Foog is just Goku at this point, just fucking shoveling down food.
Oh, I love Goku from Fortnite. Sorry.
All right, guys, you're going to get dressed. Is anybody else does anyone else have plans of going out today?
I think I was gonna help Gavin today, maybe, but I'm not entirely
Yeah,
sure.
I got some investigating to do.
Yes, you have investigating.
I
to
got some
do.
shit to figure out.
Incredible. Salem, you get ready. You're at the door to leave.
And I look at everyone, and I'm just like, hey, Penelope is sick. I would like someone to stay home. Or people to stay home. Because she is sick.
I could take care of her if needed.
You sure, Morgan?
Yes, I'm
Do you
well
prefer
versed
the
in
hive?
medicines.
It seems like we have reached our first pickle as a group. Who is
Who's
going with
gonna
Salem
stay?
today?
Yeah, who's going with Salem?
There's a buddy system.
I thought Foog was just gonna eat and walk.
Throw
But that's what we
up.
decided on.
He will throw up. That's the consequence if it's food.
The issue that me and Aaron's character have to go do something. So
Yeah,
we can't
Nixio-
So them two are
Nixio
busy.
and
So
Gavin are busy. So the
Yeah.
options are the Hive, Morgan, or Foog. Going
I think
with
it's
Salem.
funny if the hive goes. I
But
think
which one stays and takes care of Penelope?
Exactly.
The hive with the blanket on is really funny to me.
you know, I think it would be funny to put the hive in a trench coat.
That's what I was thinking.
Hey! If Salem, hey! If Salem wants to put a trench coat on the Hive, I'm sure Nixio can make a disguise kit check
Yes.
to see
You know
if
what?
the Hive can go out.
We're
All right.
taking the hive.
Okay, make
This
the
is
check.
funny. I like this.
Do the disguise kit check. It's
All
your
right.
proficiency. Plus proficiency.
Wait. Where do I find the?
You have a
what's-
disguise kit, right? We've that's something
I
they
know
established
I
in building.
do.
Oh, you have a disguise kit?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have one because I don't need
Oh!
one. I have
But never mind.
I
Thank
have
you is
one.
the disguise kit.
Go
I-
ahead, Salem. Roll
What
a
do I
disguise-
roll?
You a d20, and then you
I
add
could-
And then I add what?
your proficiency and hold on. This is something I have not looked at in so forever. It's just your proficiency bonus and an ability check to create a physical disguise. I'm
Where
just
do
gonna
I-
say this is charisma based.
So I add my charisma?
Add your proficiency plus your charisma. Your proficiency bonus. You guys are level.
What's my
three?
proficiency bonus? Where do I find that?
So what's y'all's proficiency
It's
bonus?
+2 right now.
Okay. +2. So
Well, 2 plus my charisma?
yeah, but also roll a d20.
Okay. So 2, and then it says for my charisma it's +3, so that's 5 added onto what I roll.
Yes.
25.
Oh!
Jesus!
Oh
You got a
my
nat, did you get a
God.
nat
It's
20?
Tara's
Whoa.
day!
It's
It's Tara's day!
The hive is going with me!
The hive looks like a Undertaker. Like the wrestler, the Undertaker.
I love WWE.
What?
Like you put a wig on him, like you grab cause sometimes when you do cadavers, you gotta put a wig on them. You grab a wig from storage, you put like a wet black long wig on him, big hat to match yours, and a huge heavy you put a shovel on the hive's back. You wouldn't guess they were armor.
Mhm.
A shovel, yeah.
A shovel, like shovel knife.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No. I did it for you. You guys see the hive looks like a for real dude.
Whoa.
Dude,
That's-
he stops
that's
eating for
incredible.
half a second, plops down from his chair. Who are you?
Bird. It is the hive.
The hive! The hive! The hive! The hive!
The hive feels uncomfortable.
And
You,
Salem
like-
go ahead.
Like everything is like super tight, but like it still like looks fitting still. Just like you can tell the hive is like you hear like more buzzing.
Yeah, muffled like cloth covered buzzing.
Yeah.
Look better
Are
than
there any-
yesterday!
Are there any leaves left over from yesterday?
There's a few.
Can I put some in like a pocket?
Absolutely. You tuck them
In one
into
of
the
the
side
hive's
pocket.
pockets? Yeah.
Pocket
Absolutely.
leaves.
There you
Um,
go.
Yeah. You guys are ready to go.
Salem looks at the hive and he pats him down one last time, pats the leaves and be like, if you ever get hungry when we're over there, eat it. We'll take this off when we're over there, but we'll put it back on before we leave. And he looks at them and he goes, don't speak. I will do the speaking if we run into anyone.
The hive will not speak unless spoken to.
I will speak for you. We can
The hive
speak
makes
at the
no promises.
You guys head out. You guys
We're
head out to
gone.
the office.
we
Uh,
are speed walking. We're
the
walking
hive-
like we're gay people.
The hive, this is the first time that you all have been out, like, into the city since you were smuggled into Salem's. And that was in the dead of night. This is a, like, beautiful morning. You see Salem guards, like, greet you. They kind of look a little sideways at the hive, but they're like, that's probably just a new hire. The 25 is incredible. Like, 25 is incredible.
Thank you.
So, they're, like, regarding you. Salem, good morning.
Good morning.
And then they go, good morning to your companion as well. And then they
Good morning.
continue on their rounds. You guys walk through town. The hive, give me a perception check. This is the first time you've actually, like, seen the capital of the kingdom. Like, so look around. What? Little percepi check for
Okay.
me.
So it's what I roll and then +1,
Plus-
right? Or
Yes, I believe you do have a +1 to the roll.
okay, then 10.
10. You see huge buildings, and I think with a 10, to you, I don't think you've ever put it together before until this moment. These like large apartment like buildings that are just like towering. They're kind of like they're kind of like a hive. They're kind of like honeycombs with little individual people in it. And you're like, that's kind of like that looks like a honeycomb a little bit with all them people in there. That's interesting. You're distracted by like the grandness of it all. And you guys start heading to Salem's office. That's about hour-long walk, so we're gonna pop back to Casa de Salem. Is anybody else heading out right now? Are you guys getting prepared to head out? Is Morgan taking care of Penelope today?
I believe so. I think he's the most medicinally
Inclined.
knowledgeable. Yeah.
Most suitable.
Incredible. I know you two are going out. What is Lord Foog doing other than finishing breakfast?
Oh, the bird has plans.
Okay, I'll come back to you then, the bird.
That's so
Um,
ominous.
So, Gavin
The bird has plans.
Gavin and Nixie, are you guys heading out now? Heading out later in the day? Once again, it's about I'd say it's about 1 now, but
Yeah, we gotta head out
all
pretty
right,
soon.
all right.
I guess so. I'll just tell Nixio, like, hey, Nixio, we should head to the spot where I first heard those voices yesterday. See what's up. Maybe something's there. Maybe there's a clue on what's going on. Do you want to come with?
Why not?
Okay, great. Yeah, this should be easy. Okay, we just gotta head back there and maybe we'll find something. It shouldn't be too hard.
Maybe. Is there like a certain form you want me to take before we head out?
One that's not. I guess one that it just blends in. We don't want to cause any.
All right, at your request,
Suspicion.
I could do anything, anywhere, all at once.
Whatever suits it would pick any default looking person you can find. Any regular looking person, go for it.
All right,
Just an average Joe.
All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be a wood elf, and I'm kind of gonna look like a Skyrim NPC. So I'm somewhat so I'm gonna be a female wood elf. I'm gonna have
Right.
very light chestnut, straight brown hair. I'm gonna be a little bit taller. I'm gonna be around 5'8" now, which to Nixio, that's a massive height difference, right?
That's huge.
But I still sort of have my same equipment on, but that doesn't really matter.
Yeah. You change your form. You guys head out. You head out into town.
Yeah, hey, Duck.
Yeah.
I'm rolling a stealth check because I'm following them.
Yes, absolutely. I'd like Morgan to give me a perception check with advantage. however.
Yippee!
This is your
Give me that
plans.
stealth check.
Oh,
No. You're lying. You're
best
lying.
friend.
You're lying.
No matter.
you know
what
how Salem has a 25. Yeah, make another one.
Okay.
This can't be real at this point.
Best
What-
friend,
what did
best
you
friend-
roll?
Best friend, what did you roll?
I rolled a 20 with a 5 on my stealth modifier.
Okay, and my
I rolled
other
a
best
nat
friend-
1.
Beautiful! You're like, I can't wait to take care of Penelope, and you start, I think, walking to Penelope's room, and you don't even hear Lord Foog as he
As I opened
out of the
I'm
door.
like, Foog, would you like fully trying to talk to him?
A puff of
You're in
smoke.
the kitchen. You're finishing up dishes. Foog. No response.
Foog, there's some more over here if you'd like anything.
God, it's like a fucking sitcom.
There's a scarecrow in his absence.
Oh yeah, you've moved blankets and pillows to be Foog shaped. With a 25, absolutely.
The written
Um,
smiley face in the front of it, like a Sharpie.
It's actually like a triangle for a bird's beak and two
It's
little
got
dots.
a carrot. It's got a carrot.
It's got a carrot.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. All right, yeah, you're following him. There's nothing I can do about it. You're just straight up following. You guys head out into town as well. Once again, it's a little ways out. walks pretty far back. Morgan, you're just like cleaning up, getting ready to take care of Penelope.
Yeah.
Did you want to do a medicine check when you go in and
Okay.
check in on her?
Yeah. Please, we're all good. 15?
15. 15's better than 8. You walk over into her room, give a light knock. You hear like a groan response. You open the door. Penelope she's sat up now. She's like drinking water, but she looks bad. She looks very sick. She's once again bright red, flushed in the face, except for the fact her arms are like she's typically very ghostly pale, but she is like pale. Like you can see the blue of her veins in her arms. Her face once again bright red. Her hair like sticking to her face where like sweat has formed. And her eyes just look tired. She is just so ill. You've never seen somebody
Oh.
ill like this. Like it's not like food poisoning or anything like that. It's like to you, like you put a hand on her forehead, very hot. It's different than a typical fever that you've seen. She greets you. Oh, good morning, Mr. Morgan. How are you?
Oh, I'm quite alright. Is there anything in particular you'd like? Anything I could get for you?
Do we have any, if you check, I'm not sure if they're still there, but I used to have these honey lemon candies in the top right shelf above the nice baskets.
I'm sure I could find them.
You head in the kitchen, you open the cabinet. Yeah, there's like 1 or 2 of these like little wrapped honey lemon.
Yeah, grab those, and then also if there's like a cloth anywhere,
Oh, yeah.
cold water cloth.
Yeah, you
Mayhaps.
prep a cold water cloth, you grab a little bowl, water in there. I think you just tend to Penelope for a bit.
Yeah.
Back with Salem and the Hive, you guys are walking. You make it to your office. Once again, your office is in town. You go to the building, 2-story building. You enter. It's the same as you left it yesterday. You unlock it.
Well, we walk in, and I let the Hive like hover in, and I close the door and I lock it. And I make sure I shut all blinds, all windows, turn on a little bit of a candlelight because it gets a little bit dark in here.
Yeah, you light
And
a
I
lamp or two.
start like de-dressing the Hive just so he can like stretch his armor, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, you let them out of the coat. You see the Hornets. I'm sure the Hornets rejoice a little bit as they're freed.
If Hornets could go yippee, I feel like I heard the buzzing.
Individually, yeah. That's just such a funny visual. Trillions of hornets going yippee.
Now I'm just imagining the Hive being made up of those little like TBH.
TBH
creatures.
creatures? Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yippee!
The Hive, you look around in here. This is the front part is like a regular coroner's office. Like I said, little front desk, some file cabinets, and then like equipment in the back. And then upstairs is where all the like big files are held.
Mm-hmm. And he looks at the Hive and he goes, "Do you know how to read?" You're muted, Looting.
The Hive does not know what reading is.
he gets like something, and he goes, "Can you tell me what this says?"
You can.
Is there any picture on it or anything? Or is it just
no,
like a?
No.
It's like
It
the
is a-
sign-in sheet. It's literally
It's-
like a sign-in
really-
sheet.
There's words on the top, and then lines, and then a couple like like really short words on each line, and then a bunch of blank space.
Okay.
You
The hive
cannot read this.
the hive picks it up, inspects it, walks away a bit, puts it down, and just ignores it.
You are bringing the hive.
They do not answer Salem's question, and you just start walking around more.
Yeah, you're looking around. There's like pictures on the wall that you're looking at. That's much more interesting. There's like coffins to look at, and there's things that are better to look at than words you can't read. Salem, you see the hive kind of meandering around idly.
And he's just like, alrighty, well, if you would like to follow me, he like takes him upstairs.
You take
And he,
them
like-
upstairs.
Yeah, and like when we're going upstairs to like go to the bigger fire room, he grabs like little like tools and stuff, like what he gave Penelope when he first got her. Like when he was
Yeah.
just like, I have to take care of this child and I don't know what to do, he just gives her like little tools to play with. That's what he kind of does.
You gave her
the
scalpels.
hive.
That's why
Yeah,
she's
I'm-
like that.
I'm giving the hive like little scalpels, like the
And
like little tools.
pliers.
like pliers. You know how like the dentists have that like little like tool with the little mirror on it?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I gave him that too.
The little mouth mirror, absolutely.
Yeah, like I give him like a bunch of little tools, and I just like also like take his leaves with us upstairs because it's just like I gotta supervise this dude,
Yeah.
and I'm not a This isn't my first rodeo. I've taken care of things that can't read. So,
Absolutely.
Salem doesn't know how to function except go into dad mode.
Yeah, you bring the hive upstairs, you're like, sit down, here, have this, here's your snack. Salem, give me an investigation check while you look through the rest of your files.
That's so funny though.
This is ridiculous.
Okay, give me a second. What was it again?
Investigation.
It's 15.
15.
Mhm.
You look around. You find a couple files on like the old royals from like the king's father's time, like his wife and maybe some of even the king's files when he was younger.
Mhm.
But there isn't much to be found, and I think that strikes you as strange. I think you find that the current king, the one who is actively dying, doesn't have a lot of records of like deathly illness, because you and the royal doctor interchange notes. Like you guys have a lot of the same records just for like continuity.
Mhm.
But you don't have a lot on the current king, which strikes you a little bit as strange, just not having any medical records on him.
Mhm.
Um,
The thing is, Salem doesn't trust other doctor, so he doesn't know what to do. Because honestly, if I trusted the doctor, I would just go there and be like, "Hey, do you have any files on this?" But like, I don't trust him.
okay.
I don't know who. You know what they say, where it's like in a castle, like words just like seep through the wall. Like
Yeah.
it means there's no secrets. So it's just like he knows the way of the castle already. He knows if he asks the doctor, then everyone in the castle knows that he's looking for the files on the king.
But that give me an insight check, Salem. Just to kind of like put this together while you're like stood here.
Okay. It's 20.
20? You would surmise that it wouldn't be that strange of you to go ask for the king's file, considering most of the castle at this point knows that the king is dying.
Mhm.
You were summoned to
I
a
am-
meeting, right? Like
I
you're
am
doing your
also
part.
the coroner.
You're the coroner. You have to arrange his funeral and all of the ceremonies therein. The whole kingdom has to mourn, right?
Mhm.
You surmise it wouldn't be that strange at all. Though you don't trust Dr. Joseph, it's not that far. It wouldn't. No one would catch it as strange for you to be like, "Do you have these files?"
Mhm. He's gonna make like a mental note to ask.
I
And he
think-
like
Also, with that 20, it dawns on you in this moment that you did not talk to your mom.
my mother!
Do you shout that?
Yeah, he does. He does.
The Hive, you get spooked a
No.
little.
The Hive hears that and like immediately like shoots up like defensive, like ready to fight something. Like, what is the mother?
He looks at the hive. He's just like, my mother. She knows things, and he like quickly fills in the hive on like what has happened so far, like with the king dying.
You're
It has,
telling the Hive that you can talk to your dead mother.
No,
Okay.
he's just like kind of just talking about it, and I feel like in this babbling, he like lets a detail slip, being like, my mother knows something. I have to talk to her.
And I think the Hive already knows that Salem's mother is dead. I think you catch that as strange.
Yeah. Like it slips up in a frantic explaining because it's just like Salem
Absolutely.
wants this to like get solved, and that's the one thing he forgot, and it frustrates him. And I you know, like I do that too. If I'm ever talking, I let something slip up. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
He's let it slip up that he needs to speak to his mother.
Yes, understood. You are like frantically talking. The Hive, you catch that. You found pretty much all you're gonna find at your office today. Is there anything else you'd like to do out on the town? Or are you heading back to?
You know what? If I want to get medicine for Penelope, I have to go to the doctor's anyway. Let's kill two birds with one stone. We'll go visit the doctor.
You got a nat 20. I'm gonna just say you throw the coat back on them, and they are the Undertaker again. And you guys head into the castle proper.
Yes.
Because that's where Dr. St. Clair's office is. We're gonna head over to Nixio and Gavin, who are being secretly trailed by Foog. You guys are headed to the alley in which Are you heading like exactly on the path you came home? Because that voice followed you from Rollins all the way home.
I want to go to where I first heard it.
All right, you are on the street that the Golden Shears is located at, and you're just like you arrive.
All right. This is the spot I first heard the voices. It followed me all the way home, but I figured this is a good place to start. Does anything look wrong to you about this place?
Yeah, give me investigation or perception checks.
Both of us?
Yeah, you can do either investigation or perception. I'll say, Foog, if you're listening in, you can do it as well.
Okay.
I'll do perception. I got an advantage with that.
All right. Let's see.
You have advantage?
Perception. I have +3.
Oh, proficiency.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, not advantage. Sorry.
It's okay. You're all good.
I rolled investigation, and the total is 17.
17. Got it. Heard.
Mine is 8.
8. Heard.
Mine is 15.
15.
I rolled higher than Bird. Sorry.
Gavin, you're looking around like there's got to be something. Like there's could have been a woman on a balcony, or like you're looking around. You're not really.
I'm
catching much.
dumbfounded.
You two are looking around, and this street is oddly clear.
Oddly
Like-
clear.
It's oddly clear because both of you have been down this street before. Both of you have been to the Golden Shears before. And you know there should be more people. But it is strangely clear and quiet. And honestly, now that you're thinking about it, your walk here was strangely quiet. For
Hey.
being the middle of a day in the capital of the city.
Hey, Nixio?
Hmm?
Did you notice anyone walking past us on the way here?
You did not catch this.
Oh,
Gavin, you
Nixio
didn't.
does.
No,
Oh, sorry.
Nixio and the bird does.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind. Turn it back.
It's oddly quiet for middle of the day in a busy, bustling city. Don't you think?
Yeah. Have you seen
And-
anyone today?
Who rolled Foog, you rolled a perception check?
Yeah.
Okay, and Nixia rolled an investigation?
Did I roll investigation?
You said you rolled investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foog, you hear down the street behind you heavy footsteps. You're hidden behind like a barrel on the road,
Mhm.
like peering over, looking at them, and you hear footsteps, like heavy, like echoing, bouncing off the side of building, and it sounds like it's more than just one pair of footsteps. You could do an insight check to see if they have like any certain intention.
Sure, why
to them.
not?
Okay,
Okay, 20.
20.
17 plus 3.
They don't sound like night footsteps. They sound like footsteps you've never heard. They sound. I think, they sound like they're patrolling's a pretty good way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because you guys are in the shadier part of town. It's strange for someone to be patrolling this side. What are you guys doing?
I'm staring at a butterfly or something.
Yeah, you're like where a flower has grown in between two bricks in the road. It's like beautiful.
I'm like
life finds
full
a way.
ADHD looking at the sky.
I know I rolled an investigation check. Should I also
Yes.
roll an Arcana check to see if there's any sort of magical properties happening?
An Arcana check is not detect magic, so there would be no way of you like. An Arcana check would be like to check out a magical item, and be like, is this
Okay.
magical?
Okay.
There's nothing. Your investigation was very high. Your investigation was pretty high. If there was something more to it, like you see a rune on the wall, I would have told you.
Okay.
Are they within eyesight of Foog? Can Foog
You
see
are
both of them?
You are hiding behind a barrel 10 feet away from them.
All right, I am going to use suggestion on Gavin,
Okay.
Mhm.
and I have 2 sentences. I'm saying, "Footsteps coming, not guards. Run!"
Footsteps coming, not guards.
What?
Footsteps coming, not guards. That's all.
Where? Where do we go?
I don't know. That's all I know.
How close are we to the Golden Shears?
Aren't we pretty close? We're on the Golden Shears,
You
aren't
guys are truly 2 buildings down.
we? Yeah, we're really close.
All right. I'm just gonna like signal to it, and then we should probably go
Yeah.
in there, surrounded by
Should
other
we go?
people. Yeah.
You guys hustle. Foog, are you following?
Yeah, Foog is going to go with.
Alrighty. You guys make it in first. Foog, as you're slipping in, you see down the road just a group of haggard-looking mountain guards. You've never I don't think Foog has seen a lot of mountain guards before,
Mhm.
but it's like people that look like foresty. It's like they have a lot of long, like embossed coats, huge longbow on one of their backs. One of them has like 2 great swords, like betwixt their shoulder blades. One of them you see is walking with a like huge, like 4-foot tall wolf beside them. One of them has like a crazy scar that like goes from their ear down to like their shoulder. You see them like just walk past as you slip into the Golden Shears. You guys get into the Golden Shears. You see some light music is playing. You see Stan is sat asleep on the bar. There isn't a lot of people in here. But there's like 1 or 2 people sprinkled about in like this main hall part.
We should find Roland.
Yeah, good idea.
He could probably help us.
You guys slip into Roland. Roland's office door is closed, which is pretty abnormal. Typically, it's open.
Mm-hmm.
You knocking?
Yeah, I'm knocking.
You knock. Ja, come in.
Roland, hey, we're in a bit of an issue. Can you help us?
Ah, Gavin. Hello. An issue.
Yeah. Listen, we're I think we're being followed right now. Do you know what's going on?
Followed.
Yes, I I heard this voice in my head say footsteps coming. Not
Let's get into the office first. Let's get into the office first. We're kind of
Okay.
just yelling at a closed door.
Jack, come in, close
Oh, I
the
thought I was right in the office. Sorry, that
door.
sounds stupid.
No, you're good.
Y'all just stood in the doorway. You're like, we're being followed.
I'm being followed. Hear me? We're being followed. The footsteps. Not guys.
I've been hearing voices. You walk in. Jack, can I get you guys tea or anything? I'm sure being followed is a terrifying experience.
At this point, I'm used to
fine.
it.
I'm fine. Listen. Yeah, yesterday on my way home, I heard these voices around me. They were whispering to me. It pretty much followed me all the way home, but it started here. Do you have any idea what's going on? Have you heard anything recently that's been weird in the Golden Shears?
Before we go any further, apologies for the sudden introduction. My name is Preslana Dewhold. I reach out, shake his hand. I just want to introduce myself to him so he kind of knows who I am. I'm a friend of Gavin's.
I'm Gavin. You already know me.
He smiles and shakes your hand. And give me an insight check with advantage, Nixia.
All right. That's gonna be a 9.
He's looking at you a little funny, but you can't place
Mhm.
what the funny is. He goes, Preslana, yes. Pleasure to be meeting you.
It's a pleasure.
While this is happening, the door, or Roland's door, you hear a pecking-ish knock on it.
Oh? Sounds like you have one more friend, Gavin. He goes over, opens the door.
Wait.
The little bird!
See you, Roland! How you been?
Good! How have you been?
You know, the usual.
Did he follow me again?
Dude,
No?
I thought you were eating breakfast still.
Finished! Took some on the way, won't lie.
So were those your footsteps then that we heard?
No, you heard my thoughts!
What?
Run!
You... Whatever. Listen,
wait,
Roland, do you... What?
so you heard something.
I did. I saw something too.
What'd you see?
What did you hear?
Footsteps. A lot of them. Men dressed in leaves and twigs. Not from around here. One big one with a giant wolf.
A wolf in the city? That is quite strange. You see Roland goes behind his desk and pulls out, like, a file. And goes, I did not hear of anything like that. Rangers.
Wait. Didn't we hear a little something
You guys,
at dinner last night?
Yeah, I think you guys all put together now that Morgan said last night that mountain rangers and mountain knights had come into town, which was extremely dangerous and strange.
Mountain Rangers?
Mountain rangers?
Rangers! Esfig is still eating.
Mountain rangers all the way here in Goldshire?
Yeah, our friend, a friend of ours, spotted them yesterday, and I guess they're here now?
Strange indeed.
Wait. Hold on. What are Mountain Rangers?
They are like, an elite group of, like, assassins that kill people and work for the king and guard the border.
Okay, but why would they be following me?
That is a very good question. Are we sure they were following you?
The voice followed me all the way home. I don't know why else it would be.
Well, we don't know if the voice was the mountain guards or if it was something completely different.
I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it? I don't know.
Do you want to try to are you trying... Do you think the mountain rangers are the voice?
I'm just manic.
Okay, Okay, thank you. You're shook it up. I understand. At first I was like, do I need to clear up something?
No,
I'm
no,
just-
no, no,
No, I'm
no.
just mad.
Alrighty, you're just manic. Beautiful. You see Roland flips through a little file he has. It says, Evolve. You said there's Evolve?
Big one.
Hmm. Can you describe anything else about them? Because I think I know who that Wolf Ranger is.
One in charge. Really big. Tall. Intimidating? Lots of men surrounding, taking orders.
Hmm.
Not from around here. Attire did not match.
No, there's from the mountainous area up towards the border of Udrin. I've got some men I need to get out of the city. You see Roland start like he literally reaches under his desk and pulls out a bag of like terrifying, like jagged looking weapons and shit. And he takes out like a bunch of daggers and puts them on his like belt, and then puts the bag back underneath his desk.
Oh, this is not good. I don't know what's going on.
Well, you're right. It's not good. Certain people that work for the king aren't really friends with some of the people that work for me.
Right.
So, I have to do a little work. If you would like to stay here for feelings of safety, you're more than welcome. Friends of Gavin, friends of mine. I better go wake up Stan. He ushers you guys out of his office, locks it, and then walks out into the main hall.
Okay.
You see him wake up Stan. He whispers some things to him. Stan stands up and goes, Let me go tell my wife! And he storms out. Mm. Well, I have some messages to be sending. Was there anything else you all needed from me? Passage, job?
You said you said you might know the wolf guy?
Ja, Carmen Twofold. Terrifying man. He's one of the best assassins I've ever had the misfortune of meeting.
Oh God.
On a trade route I was traveling on, some less than reputable people, he slaughtered a caravan of 20.
Oh.
For no reason, or just because?
Oh, we were doing highly illegal activities.
I mean, of course, but like,
Ja, mostly no reason other than doing what the king thinks is his job.
Sounds brutal.
It was.
do you think this has any connection to just the king being? I mean, do I know about the king being poisoned?
We have no evidence that the king is poisoned per se. Has Salem told the crew that the king is ill?
I thought I did.
Okay.
Okay.
I think
you-
I did. Wait, it's time to check back in the notes.
I don't remember you telling.
I
us
also
that.
Yeah, I don't
don't
think I told them.
anyone knows.
Okay, never mind then. Never mind.
No, because literally when
Highly
Nixio-
confidential.
Yeah, when Nixio went with me to look at some stuff, I asked, "Can you find this? I'm looking for some stuff."
Yeah, you were like, can you just look for the Queen's files? Truly no reason given to you. None of you, like, Roland very much doesn't know that the king has fallen ill. Y'all don't know either.
Okay.
You,
Thank you.
all you guys know is that Salem got summoned to the court, and then you guys had to go look at some files in his office.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
after us because of the situation with the hive.
after you. For that stunt with the carnival? No, I highly doubt it.
So what is it then? What do you think?
Something bigger might be at foot. Something that they are not telling us regular people.
Conspiracy?
Very well could be, yeah.
Conspiracy! Conspiracy!
Well,
Um,
good thing we know somebody in the castle.
you know someone in the castle, Gavin?
I wasn't gonna mention that part, Ixio, but yeah, we do.
I'm sorry?
Yeah. I wasn't gonna give Roland all that info. You know, I don't
No,
know.
wrong
Listen,
name.
I don't know who to trust right now. Okay, I don't know. I guess it's an Ixio accent. I forget what your name disguised as is. What is it again?
Well, I think he heard that
Yeah.
you didn't call me.
Yeah.
so
His face doesn't change, but he sees you call them Nixio.
listen again. I'm manic. So I'm just like
Yeah.
I don't even know what I'm saying. I think I'm just totally fucking freaked out. So I don't know. I don't know who to trust right now. I hate being followed. I hate all this right now.
Do you need to get me? Do you need me to get you passage out of the city, Gavin?
I don't know. I don't know what I need right now. I think I don't like the feeling of being watched.
He puts a hand on your shoulder. Yeah, just let me know. I do have people I need to smuggle out very quickly. I have like 10 people I've got to stuff in barrels and get them on the cart. So, it's been great seeing you. It's been great seeing you, Foog. You as well. He nods to you, Nixio.
Mhm.
Stay safe, okay? And you guys
Yeah,
see
tell
Roland.
your mother I say hi. I hope she's doing well.
You are just a little delight. And he boops you on the beak, and he walks out.
Aw.
And you guys are stood in the Golden Shears. We're gonna flash back to the house. Morgan.
Oh my god, Morgan.
Morgan.
Morgan!
Morgan, what are you doing?
Well, he can't leave.
Cannot leave.
He's no matter how bad he wants. No.
If you're just waiting for people to come back, you can just be
That's-
waiting for people.
Yeah, could just like sit in the living room and twiddle his thumbs and then go back, peek into Penelope's room and make sure she's still like alive.
She's alive, she's sleeping.
Yeah, it's like, okay, she's still breathing. Okay, cool. And then he goes and sits on the couch again and he twiddles his thumbs. He's like, I think when he first came out of Penelope's room after getting her like some food, he tried to talk to the blanket set up in the shape of Foog and then realized it wasn't Foog. This guy left Morgan by himself! Morgan! Because he was like, oh, maybe we can like go out, we can have like a little adventure. We could go into the woods. We just go look around the market. And the bird just isn't responding. It's like,
And then you tap
Foog?
it and it
Are you
falls
alright?
over.
Yeah. And it falls over and it's a bunch of blankets.
It's sad. It's a sad reality.
And he twirls his thumbs and he's like, Foog's not here, but I don't know who Foog left with, but I can't leave and go find Foog because I'd be on my own and Penelope would be on her own.
And that's the opposite of the buddy system.
And that's the opposite of a buddy system. Did Foog go out on his own? That's also the opposite of the buddy system.
Oh, he's gonna be in so much trouble.
He's gonna be in so much trouble.
He's just a little bird at the end of the day. You can't get mad at him.
Not true. Back to as you twiddle your thumbs and contemplate how you've been left alone with a sick child. Salem and the Hive, you guys are going to Dr. St. Clair's office in the castle?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Are you Penelope is the one who is sick. Are you going to just be like, come with us? Or are you going to
Oh no,
bring her?
I'm there to get some medicine? Like,
You don't know what kind of sick she is.
Is there some general medicine? Like, like if you have a fever,
There's
you
like
take some like
there's always
NyQuil or
like
something.
cure-all and stuff, but you wouldn't know how sick she is. So I guess you wouldn't know how.
Maybe
exactly
he'll
what
like just tell the doctor like her symptoms and just be like, "Hey, like, should I bring her in?" Just like making
Yeah.
small talk, and then also being like, "Oh, hey, by the way,"
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You bring the hive in Undertaker clothing
Mhm.
to Dr. St. Joseph's. Dr. Joseph St. Clair, excuse me.
Yeah.
It's the hive, this is the first time you've been in the castle proper. You walk through two gates, like two huge walled gates. Typically,
Mhm.
Salem's home is in the outer wall gate.
Mhm.
And you guys walk into the castle grounds proper. You walk through like the beautiful exotic garden with like all
Mhm.
of the huge elephant ears and monsteras and what's that one plant that only blooms like once every 5 years and smells like death? There's one of those here.
Corpse flower?
It's a corpse flower. Yes. The corpse flowers here. There's a beautiful. It's beautiful, but a little too extravagant. You guys walk through the main entrance, walk through the hall, go into the east wing of the castle, and you find your way to Dr. Joseph.
Hmm. We walk in. Who's in the front desk? Who's there? We walk
he's
in.
he's at the front desk.
Okay, I walk in
Oh.
and I'm like, "Good morning," or not good morning, but good afternoon.
Aye, good afternoon, Salem. How have you been?
Doing great. Two questions. He like leads the hive in and be like, "Don't mind, new hire. Gotta teach him the ways of the castle. He's just the grave taker. He dips the graves. It's really hard with my tiny little arms."
You see, can you give me a deception check?
Okay. Ooh, I hope this is good. Okay. Okay. It is 19.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh!
Damn.
You
Oh my
see
fuck.
him stand up from behind the desk. Once again, Dr. Joseph is a dwarven man, like light hair, younger, relatively. He's 43. He walks
Mhm.
over, he walks past you, Salem,
Mhm.
grabs the trench coat, and rips it
No.
off of the hive.
No. No.
My drip.
Can you imagine
the hive just goes,
actually
"My
says
drip."
My
that?
grip.
Uh-huh.
My swag.
So, not a
swag.
new hire at all.
And he just like,
More like a refugee.
I'll be honest, Salem's a little bit too stunned to speak at this moment.
The hive panics and just grabs the doctor.
What?
Not really doing anything, just grabbing them, like holding them still, like they don't know what to do. They
The
turn to
hive-
Salem.
And he's like, "Hive?"
I'd appreciate if your new hire would sit me down.
And he's just like, "Put him down. Put him down." And
He figured out the truth. What if he annoys others?
We will deal with that later. For now, I have questions.
You think killing the castle doctor is gonna save you? You're
Alright.
the beast that was stolen from the carnival.
And like Salem's there, and he's just like, I can't explain.
I'm
Can
sure
I
you
explain?
can. I'm sure you can, sir. However,
The hive slowly puts down the
yeah.
doctor.
He nods. He takes a few steps back. Right? Go ahead.
What happened was this being, he like hovers at the hive. He's just like, this being is a living thing. I've seen it eat, talk, and he's just there and he goes, and I've seen it do worse things that I don't want to happen to you. And it's like right now, like Salem is just trying to think of all like how to say his words because he knows if he slips up once. Also, sorry for the dog barking. If
You're good.
he's
you're
just
good.
like if he slips up once, like it's just everything. It's just gonna crumble to the ground. So he's just being very careful with, and he's just like he has like his hands out, and he's just trying to like calm, and he's just like, I need to know many things. This being right here is harmless unless given a reason to harm. Let's not give it a reason to harm.
Right. I woke up to make sure you didn't have an assassin under that coat, and he picked me up and threatened to kill me.
It happens. It happens. It is.
That feels
Yeah.
like it's not when necessary. It feels excessive.
Self-defense.
It gets
It's
scared
self-defense.
easily. He doesn't know. He's been a being that was stolen away and abused. Of course, his first response to a new person
Right.
is gonna be aggressive. It's like a little dog. It's like a little dog, you know?
don't have to explain psychology to me. I'm a doctor.
You are, and you know a
You
lot more than
brought-
I do.
You've brought a dangerous creature into the castle.
He's,
You realize that?
he's okay.
Everyone here's lives are on the line due to your carelessness. In such a fragile time for this kingdom. I don't want to hear your excuses or his backstory.
You don't understand this being the way that I do.
I don't
N-
care about the being.
Nor
I don't.
and you would never even begin to learn the type of being this creature is.
Oh,
He
regardless
is
of
more-
this being, I do not care, Salem. I do not have a care under the god and goddess above. We are in a fragile time.
and I'm
And
trying
you walk
to
into
figure
my
things
office
out.
like
And I
I
am
don't have
trying
work
to
to
figure
do.
things out. I have work to do too. And I need to make sure that things will be okay.
You're
So I
lucky
need your help.
Shan't call the guards on you.
I need your help.
What could I help you with?
Do you have any of the records for the royal family? I was going through mine and I couldn't find some. I don't know about the king's medical upbringing. I need to know things before it's too late.
Give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Okay. 6. Wait, let me add my
6?
things together. Wait, let me add my things together. I forgot to add it. Persuasion?
Yep.
7.
There's not a thing having to do with the royal family that I'd hand you in this moment. You're lucky I know you
Mm.
well as a good soul. However, I won't be calling the guards on you, but I'm going to ask you to leave my office.
Understood. And Salem just like turns and just kind of at this point he just wants to go home. He just
Yeah.
kind of just tries to make the hive look not even human, just not like him,
Yeah.
you know?
You throw the coat back
And-
over him.
I just throw the coat, the hat back on, and we like, you know, I like shut the door nicely. And as we're walking away, like,
You are
Salem,
in the
like-
castle proper. Just
Yeah.
for your information.
yeah, like as we're just like walking away, like out, Salem like just grabs like one of the plants and like pulls it and like stuffs it in the hive's pocket, just kind of as a fuck you. Salem's heated. He's annoyed, genuinely. Like they're just kind of like hurriedly walking back to Salem's like to the outskirts of Salem's where
Yeah.
Salem's home is, because honestly, like Salem is just pissed off and he knows the only person that's gonna give him answers are dead. Or going to die.
Yeah. You start heading back home. To Foog, Nixio, and Gavin, are you guys heading back home as well?
First, could we do a perception check to see if the mountain guards are anywhere near us?
You would know Rollin exited.
Okay.
You guys are good.
All right. I'm gonna let the decision go to Gavin because it's the voices in his head.
I feel like the thing with Roland
Voice
wasn't
singular.
Or
I feel like the thing with Roland wasn't very helpful, so I'm just confused on what to do at this point. Also, I rolled a really bad perception check, so I think I'm just kind of lost at this point. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll ask Nixio. I think what we should do. So I have no clue.
I mean, do you want to go home or do you want to investigate for that voice?
I want to
Figure it out
investigate, but I'm not sure what options we have.
Does anyone in our party have detect magic?
You would not have that knowledge.
I know. I'm asking like.
Oh,
outside
out of character?
Yeah.
Does anyone have detect magic?
No.
I think the only one is me, but I am not there, so
Right. Okay.
I don't know. We can start walking home, but I feel like there's not. I have no direction right now. Like I'm speaking out of character.
Hey, Gavin, have you heard it at all today, or is it just yesterday?
I've not heard it recently.
Yesterday was the first and only time that you can recall, Gavin, that you've heard it.
Yeah, I've not heard it today. That was the one and only time on the way home, and not one since then.
You guys want to get food?
You're hungry again, Foog?
I mean, a lot of walking. Stealth.
Do you want to get food, Nixio?
I don't know. Honestly, out of character, I don't know what to do either. I don't know what path to go on.
Well, you guys got a couple choices.
Okay.
You can continue to walk around the city in hopes that maybe Gavin will trigger the voice again. You could go get food, like Foog just recommended. You could go home. Or you could go run a ruckus. You could go find a problem to get into. You could try to hunt down the mountain guard.
I
if
do
you
not want to
wanted
hunt
to.
them down. I do not want to
Okay.
hunt them down. Especially with that wolf.
Well, Gavin, in character, is lost. Gavin, I feel like Gavin truly will not make a decision. He shan't. One of you two has to make a decision.
That's it. Both of you with me now. As Food grabs both of you by the arms and just starts dragging you out of the building.
Where are you dragging them to, Foog?
Taking them back home.
You're taking these toddlers back
Are
home.
we in timeout?
It's misbehave. Time out.
I'm being punished for being depressed.
You guys get dragged home. First arriving home, Salem and the Hive walk in, slam the door, I'm assuming.
yes.
Morgan, you see Salem. No insight check needed. I'm guessing Salem looks pissed off, and the Foog looks confused. Not Foog. The Hive looks confused.
Welcome
much as
home.
Armor can
Is
look
the
confused.
oh
And Salem just like, as he's taking off everything, he's just like, how's Penelope?
she's resting at the moment.
Is she feeling any better? Is she improving? Is everything okay?
I mean, I think it's far too soon to truly say. I believe when she wakes up, she should be feeling a bit better. Been sleeping
Okay.
for quite some time.
He's there and he's just like, I'll be in my room if you need me, but I ask that you do not disturb me. And he like walks into his room because like he's ready to speak to his mother. He needs someone.
Right. You go into your room, you slam the door. The hive, what are you doing?
The hive looks at Morgan. I grabbed a small person.
Oh, what? For a reason or just for
They
fun?
threatened me.
Like a small person, like a child?
A small person. And then the hive floats away.
All right.
There you go. A small
Nice.
person.
Can I speak to my mom?
Yeah, you can. You get into your room. Yeah, your mom isn't in here, but you can try to like call for her.
He's just there and he's like, Mother! Mother!
You see she floats down through the ceiling. Oh, how are you, my darling? Good afternoon.
And he's like,
You look upset.
and he's like his fur is just like standing up. He's like his claws are bared. He's just like very annoyed and very upset. He's like a little kid throwing a tantrum right now. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's like he never really matured. And he's there and he's just like he doesn't know where to start because everything is just coming on at once. And Salem is like trying to like calm himself down and he's just like, Mom, what do you know about the queen? What I asked you? Do you know anything? I need something and I'm not getting the answers that I need. And like, I'm scared and I don't know what to do.
You know what to do. Well, what have you found out? I understand that you're scared, my dear, but there isn't much
He
I can do.
like I'm going through my notes to recall what we found. Oh, it's a good thing I marked them with numbers. He pretty much like tells like his mom about what happened, about the findings, about how her death records are missing with the queen. He doesn't know any death. So he's just like, Mom, what do you like, you were the one who examined her. What was wrong? Why did she die? How did she die? I don't know. We don't have the records and the doctor.
Well,
I can't
my
trust him.
dear, I was thinking on it, and you know my memory has gotten fairly fuzzy with death, but I recall none of us even were told the queen was sick. She died seemingly with no warning, and when I examined her body, it seemed to have no life in it at all. And even in death, you know, my dear son, there's still some part of a person left, even when we put them to rest. But with her, it felt like nothing was there.
Did it seem like was she think it was poison or was she drained of her life force?
It seemed to be. I'm sorry, I just truly don't remember or know.
And Salem like kind of just like bangs his fist against like his wardrobe. Like just out of just like a not a punch, but just like a
Frustration, yeah.
hit. Just like out of frustration because like he really feels like he's reached a dead end. Literally.
Yep.
The only people with the information that he needs are dead.
Or not willing to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Yeah, I think you just sit with that frustration. Your mom puts like a light, like I said, it feels like static electricity kind of touching you. There's no weight to it, but just a
Mm-hmm.
hand on your shoulder. Um, you see she sets her head atop of yours and kind of nuzzles. Um, you guys sit together.
And he like in that moment, Salem breaks down.
Yeah.
Like he has his mom next to him, and he's just like he's broken down because he doesn't know what to do. He's sitting there and he's just like, I don't know what to do. I'm scared. There's people out there that I care for, and I can't do everything on my own, and I can't. And he's just like crying and babbling just to his mother.
She's comforting you the best she can without a corporeal form.
Yeah.
And I think you sit in there and you let it out. You cry. It's frustrating. I'm gonna say, the triplets come home. The troublesome trio. You guys roll in. Foog dragging Nixio and Gavin in. They arrive next.
Everyone! Talk! Talk! Talk!
Talk about what?
Sit down! You two table!
Why are you so mad?
Oh man.
What are you so upset for?
Gather everyone! Gather everyone!
Everyone except for Salem is in this room.
Foog stomps over to the door and just packs ever so slightly.
Salem! Salem! Salem!
Salem like he's crying, and so he hears the pecking. He like wipes his like tears away with his paws, and he looks at his mother and he goes, duty calls, and just like opens the door and sees Foog.
Talk now! Table!
Okay. And he walks out there, and you like everything about him is just defeated,
Sullen, yeah.
and just
No
you can
insight
just
check needed.
tell
Foog.
from his aura.
Yeah, no insight check needed, Foog. Salem is off.
Salem
Really.
down?
Salem
Cry
down.
later! Meeting first!
Yeah, you get dragged. The bird does not allow you to have a moment of sadness. The bird
Yeah.
drags you. You guys are all gathered in the living room around the table.
As Foog huddles and like gets onto a chair to get onto the table and then clears his throat. Ladies, gentlemen, birds of the higher squalor.
I have something to say! Really important!
Say it.
Today, followed Nixio and Gavin. Funny. Found people. Dangerous people. No good. From the mountain. Mountain Ranger. Morgan mentioned Mountain Ranger.
Were it the
Tall
same
one.
people?
Hmm?
Was it the same people Morgan seen?
Yes. Dangerous people. Their leader.
Carmen Todd! Thorfinn!
Woodsman!
He's doing his best Roland
Roland
impression. With that.
That's what I thought. It's like that pronunciation. I know it.
Was told very dangerous in the city. Suspicious. Made Gavin's friend worry. Worried to the point of sharing secrets.
Oh.
Big wolf. Dangerous wolf. Probably would bite your head off.
Mm-hmm.
I think cautious. We need to be cautious.
I feel a great dark presence looming over this kingdom. And something may happen soon, and we must be prepared.
That's all. Meeting adjourned.
Wait.
No discussion.
Wait, what?
Just that's
No.
it.
Wait. I think we've all been doing our own things. And I think it's time to come clean
Reconvene.
with some.
Everyone tell everything.
This is when Salem has to compose himself, have to become the royal funeral director. He gets his professional self on.
Yeah.
And he goes, This is confidential information. You do not mention it outside of this room. And he like looks at everyone and just goes, "The king is dying."
King's dying? What do you mean?
The king is dying. We do not know what's going on. I will not get any information due to the fact that the doctor has seen the hive and he knows that he exists within my protection. And
I'm sorry,
The
people in
royal-
the castle have seen the hive.
the doctor has. Only the doctor. He has not called the royal guard. He said he will not call the royal guard, but I do not trust that, so we must be prepared in case of anything that happens. But we will not take action unless action has been taken towards us. As of now, it has not. So we will not. He looks all around. And he looks like a little bit at Nixio because he knows the way they are. Will not be taken. Not without my permission. You guys are not a part of this kingdom, nor should you know this information, but I trust you guys enough because there aren't a lot of live people to be trusted. I do not know what illness he has fall under, but he has fall under illness and he will not live. I'm trying to figure out information before he has died. I do not know when that would be, but when it does, you will not see me for a few days due to the fact that I must prepare the funeral. Do we have anything that we need to tell the others in case for protection due to those mountain hunters? They're looking for people. And I want all of us to be safe.
I can come clean with what I've been going through. Yesterday on the way home, I kept hearing voices in my head, or I guess a voice in my head, and it followed me all the way home. I tried to go with Nixio today to try and figure out what's going on, but I am dumbfounded and I feel lost, and I feel like I'm being watched, and it's not a comfortable feeling. And at this point, I don't know how to feel. I feel very, very distressed.
Has anyone else ever encountered anything? Or has anything to be said? Because it is very crucial that we know each other's, not say secrets, but enough information so it doesn't spring up onto us.
I feel like
I've
I'm being
promised-
stared at. I feel like I'm being stared at.
I've promised every single one of you guys that I will keep you safe, but I'm asking for a compromise. In order to keep you safe, I need to know what is going on. And I do not know what's going on, and I've been keeping you inside my house, not knowing anything. And there's not just me that is starting to become in danger, there's you guys, and there is a sick child in her room right now. That is under my protection and is my responsibility, and if anything ever happens to her because of you, I will not hesitate to kick you out and put you back in that castle ground.
I feel like you're being scolded.
Well, as
Yeah.
of now, nobody knows that we are here. So far, only the doctor is aware that the hive is under your protection. Which I believe is our biggest worry. I'm very sorry to hear that the king is dying. However, everyone must eventually.
Fine. I guess this is it. I guess this is like where I have to explain some things. I will Salem this, but I'm gonna try, like, out of character, I'm gonna try and keep this as vague as possible.
Absolutely.
I might have upset a group of people. They're not connected to the mountain guards as far as I know, unless somehow they're connected with the kingdom, which usually they're not. They would never be connected with this kingdom. So I don't think it's me, but better to be safe than sorry, I guess.
Next.
I don't think they're after you guys. I feel like if you don't get in their way, they won't hurt you. I think they just want me. There. Happy?
No, this
Feeling
makes
like-
sense.
Takes a deep breath and goes, I still don't 100% understand. Nor maybe I ever understand. But I can't have you out on castle grounds around due to the fact that it can bring danger to all of us, so I need you to stay here. I know you like to
But-
run. No. You're gonna go, what are you gonna do? You're gonna leave us, go to the castle grounds, stay disguised, and then what? That man that you saw will recognize you, and then what? Report you to the royal guards? Get you tortured to the point you reveal everything? No! For your safety and for ours, you need to stay here.
No, that's ridiculous. Why? Why stay here?
Where are you gonna go?
I don't know, but I want to know what's going on.
I do not know what's going on. And maybe we can figure out together.
Together doesn't mean we just stay here while you go out and do your own thing. Wait, stay here and just skulk for every day. What? No, it's ridiculous.
When I said stay here, I meant you can stay within here and be able to explore in our buddy system like we've been doing. But I can't have you go out on your own and live out there on your own, because where are you going to go? You need a place to stay to
But
come
I
home
haven't
to.
I haven't been doing that. I've been going out. I've been using the buddy system. I was out with you and I was out with you on Castle Grounds. I don't understand why.
I think we are all too frantic with the news. And I think we should take a break and maybe reconvene a little bit later. Salem gets up and just walks to his room. Doesn't even slam the door, just closes it and just sits there on the bed because she's frustrated. He's frustrated with everything, with the whole situation. He doesn't know what to do. His life before this was just bury dead people. And there's certain people out there that he doesn't want to bury. And that includes every single person within his house.
Absolutely. I think as things settle down, people sparse out. Can everybody give me perception check?
Including me?
You're going. Yes. Anyone who's in the house, give me
Yeah.
perception checks.
I'm staying home. I'm just frustrated.
I'm at an 8.
8. Okay.
15.
15.
16.
16.
12.
7.
Okay. Who got 15, 16?
Me.
I did.
You three hear coughing from Penelope's room. The rest of you guys are kind of sulking, but you three hear hard coughing.
I'm going in. I was taking care of her today.
Right. You
The
go
bird
in,
being curious is going to follow.
you see Morgan open the door, and Penelope is doubled over on the ground, coughing up blood, and that's where we're gonna end this session.